Hey everyone, welcome to GachaPencil episode 10. My name is Edric and I'm a character concept artist. In this channel, we look at characters that are found in anime or video games. I will discuss a little bit about the character's story or world, or the game's series depending on the character. We will scrutinize and analyze the character's design, and then give the character a rating in the end. The character will range from a 1-star common character all the way to a 5-star ultra rare character. So recently, Nexon, a video game publisher famous for multiplayer games such as MapleStory, published a new fighting game called DNF Duel. It was developed by Arc System Works, A-Ting, and Noble. The game is a spin-off of an old beat-em-up MMORPG game back in 2005 called Dungeon Fighter Online. The new fighting game, DNF Duel, features 16 playable characters, all with different backgrounds and archetypes for you to play with. I looked through the character roster and one of the characters, named Ghostblade, caught my eye. So let's look at Ghostblade's character design today, shall we? As usual, we will be judging his character design based on a few points that I feel are important visually for character design. So for the first point, let us look at Ghostblade's relevance. Okay, so unlike any other characters that we have been looking at previously, the characters in DNF don't actually tell a story of a particular person in the world. Even the characters' names are all just like classes or a descriptive name. Like Ghostblade isn't a name, it's more like a title, like samurai or soldier or knight. But the concept is actually pretty cool. So the Slayer is a swordsman that is cursed by the ghost arm, to which they would all try to resist their impending death. In the very end, they would be unable to control the ghost arm and they would go berserk into a frenzy, which would then cause them to die. And at the moment where the Slayer is almost dying, sometimes they would experience a thing called the Ghostman syndrome, where the ghost that is bound to them would possess the body of the Slayer. At this moment, both the Slayer and the ghost would share the body, and they are neither dead nor alive. This is the Ghostblade. I personally really like the concept. It's a very simple and cool, edgy character. Of course, I wish that there was some sort of lore or story, but the way that it is now leaves a lot for imagination, which can be a good or a bad thing. Ghostblade gets a 3 out of 5 for relevance. The second point is color palette. The Ghostblade's color palette is dark navy blue, complemented with some gold and maroon, and has a popping bright blue in the middle. I am going to start off by saying that this is really beautiful. The colors all work together to make that bright blue stand out. This is what I'm talking about. Complementary colors are simple, but they should always work together to bring out a central focus, a punch, a climax in the color combination. To me, the Ghostblade's color combination is perfect and represent the emotion that I feel from him very well. Blue is a cool color that represents stable calmness, which I feel very much reflects this Ronin swordsman style character design that is going through limbo. Color palette gets a 5 out of 5. Okay, now for the third point, let's look at the Ghostblade's silhouette shape. Right, so I definitely want to look at both of them together, which is the way that he is represented for his character art. The silhouette shape of Ghostblade is conveying a lot of emotions for me. Firstly, the shape is chaotic and complex, and it is difficult to tell what is really going on. The top part leans more to the right, while the bottom part leans more towards the left. This creates a visual conflict. You don't really know if you're looking at a humanoid shape or not. This isn't a bad thing, but it plays very well to his conflicting nature. After all, the Ghostblade is two souls sharing one body. I feel like characters with this concept usually have both the entities working towards a singular goal in unity, unlike the Ghostblade. So this tells me that while the two souls share one body and fights together, they are not in unity and have more of a bipolar sort of relationship. Secondly, the way their hair and fabric is drawn has a lot of sharp, spiky edges. The long hair of the ghost extends out to the side and curves downwards in a claw-like manner, almost as if it is grabbing the swordsman in a threatening embrace, a fate that the Ronin cannot escape. He is as much a danger and threat to his enemies as well as himself. I think that this is one of the more interesting silhouette shapes I've seen, and I'm giving Ghostblade a 5 out of 5 for silhouette shape. For the last point, let us take a look at Ghostblade's outfit and head design in DNF Duel. So there are essentially two characters here. I will kind of analyze them both and look at how their designs work together. Let's start by looking at their head design. The Slayer has a very basic look, to be honest. I feel that he has a very common and uninspired design. He has long straight white hair that covers some of his face. Just a very anime-ish, wandering edgelord character that doesn't care about the world. The ghost wears an Oni mask that has his eyes covered and a white rope chained around his neck. Maybe this represents that he doesn't have full control over the body yet and is very much still suppressed even though his full form is almost realized. For the outfit, the Slayer wears something that looks like a soldier's uniform of some sort, maybe inspired by Showa era military uniforms, adorned with some decorative strings on his belt. He only wears the uniform on one sleeve though and lets the other side open, showing off his bright blue ghost arm. That arm is very loosely wrapped with a maroon ribbon with words written on it like a talisman, likely to ward off evil and control the ghost and suppress the curse. As mentioned before, the colors here work really well to support the blue on the arm, and I really like how this part looks. The ghost is topless, wearing only a pair of maroon loose pants. He has ropes and talismans decorated around him. His design is very much a demon that is being sealed away. The ghost's design is also very simple, which I think is a very good decision because it doesn't steal away attention from the Slayer, which is the main focus of the Ghostblade. I think that the two of them together creates a very good aesthetic visual and is very pleasing to the eyes. While the Slayer's head design may be simple and uninspired, as a whole, I think the character works. For me, the Ghostblade's outfit and head design gets a 4 out of 5. Alright, so let's go over the rating that we have given him and see what his overall score is on GachaPencil. For relevance, it was 3 out of 5. For color, it was 5 out of 5. For silhouette, it was 5 out of 5. And lastly, for outfit and head design, it was 4 out of 5. Ghostblade on GachaPencil is a 4-star, super rare character. So DNF Duel is an interesting title for me. You don't always see games that develop characters with individual stories, unrelated to the other characters in the game. On paper, it actually feels like it shouldn't work, but it does, however, sound like a dream for concept artists because they don't have to worry about who the character is or where they come from. They need only simply create a cool looking character and put them in the game. I would imagine that this would turn people who are into stories and lores away, but at the end of the day, DNF Duel is a fighting game and gameplay is the most important. What do you think though? Do you agree with this? Do you think that there should be more games that features cool characters without bothering about their stories and relations? Well, I hope you enjoy this content, and if you have any characters that you want me to look at, just let me know in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and like the video. I will be reviewing more characters in this channel, so join me to learn more about the characters that you love. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you again in the next episode.